Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the HBAR family. Appreciate you guys as always, for showing so much love day in, day out. But yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at what's happening with HBAR's price right now and what we could be expecting going into Thursday morning. So if you're looking across the board right now, we're seeing a lot of green. And again, if you watch my XRP update just a few hours ago, you guys are up to date as to what's happening. The FOMC meeting, of course, did not see a rate cut, but there were positive things rather than negative things said, which of course led the market to actually react in a positive way rather than retrace down. And on top of that, Jeremy Powell also mentioned crypto, how banks are ready to give the services to the clients of these banks, and they're equipped. That's what he says. And again, the market reacted in a really positive way to that. So I'm sure no one's really complaining at that. HBAR up 4.2% right now, with the price currently sitting at 31.9 cents, also up 1% in Bitcoin comparative. Now, if you're looking at the valuation, $12.2 billion in the 24-hour trading volume is pretty much ranging exactly where it was just yesterday, around that 458.4 million. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So, looking at the dominance index, we actually went up to almost 60% leading into the meeting itself. And as we heard more things about, of course, whatever was discussed, as I've mentioned earlier, again, people started feeling more confident, and you did see the price of Bitcoin going up and dominance actually started pulling down. But with that said, even though the dominance has pulled down, I want you guys to be aware how close we are to breaking out. All it takes is Bitcoin to see a little bit of a minor pullback towards the downside for the dominance to break our last year's high as well. So again, this is not a good sign for altcoins, especially with the dominance sitting that high. And of course, if you are an altcoin holder, if you have a lot of altcoins in your portfolio, you don't want this number to be rising. And I'm sure at this point everyone knows that by now. But let's take a closer look and really understand what's happening with Bitcoin. So of course, Bitcoin was sitting at about a 100 and the 100,000 mark just yesterday, and of course we made our way back up since then. Gradual increase, but going into the meeting, you actually saw a wick down to 101.4k for Bitcoin. But obviously, as I discussed with you guys earlier, meeting went better than expected, and you saw the price of Bitcoin going up 4%. And of course, that is the major catalyst behind, the major green across the board. I think, we would have seen much bigger moves for the broader market if the dominance was a little lower, maybe even at this January 16th level around the 57.19%. I think, we would have seen much better move. But again, we should be happy at the end of the day. A green day at the end of the day is a green day, and I'm sure no one is really complaining at this point. So as far as Bitcoin is concerned, let's talk about some Bitcoin targets. Bitcoin is approaching some very key resistance. If this key resistance is able to break out, I wouldn't even be surprised if Bitcoin makes its way up to $107,000. Speaking about $107,000, if you watch my update over the last 2 days, this is a level I spoke to you guys about if we were heading back towards the upside, for the level to be, the next target. And it looks like, everything is going as planned. And, we're honestly after that, brink of breaking towards yet again a new all-time highs. Bitcoin is heating up quite fast, but let's take a look at what's happening with HBAR, because of course that's what everyone wants to know. What in the world is happening with HBAR? Here, let's give it a refresh live and understand that. So here we are. Again, this is not the hourly time frame. This right here is the daily time frame. Nice consolidation, still within the 0.50 fib zone, but we saw something interesting happen, and I'm going to share what that really is when I show you guys the hourly time frame. So take a look at this, guys. We actually saw a wick for HBAR down to 29.3 cents. So it still did not manage to retest the 0.50 support at the 29 cents price point. And that itself, I know it's not a major thing that a lot of people will get excited about, but if you're an HBAR holder, you really want to see this. With the market volatility, with the dominance being as high as it is, you're still seeing the consolidation really occurring between the 0.50. So, whatever we've discussed over the past, few weeks is really playing out for HBAR. This long consolidation, as I've stated to you guys before, is really coming in our way as a major level of support. And right now, you are seeing, as of recording this update yet again, the 32.3 cents key resistance coming in our way. If this is able to break out, even with the dominance being this high, I personally think HBAR's next target is around that 35 cents price point. And I do believe if we're able to break out of here, that would be a major confirmation that, we could actually retest that range, which is a 10.52% move from where we currently are. So I'm liking what I'm seeing with HBAR. My overall take on HBAR has not changed at all, as far as the targets are concerned. I know people want the price to hit the 23.6 already, but, I want you guys to really understand the importance of the 38.2. You want to see that close. Obviously, just this month, people have already forgotten, we reached 40 cents. And now, speaking about that 40 cents price point, what did I tell you guys earlier in the update? Where were we for the dominance then? 57.16%. And, now look where we are, almost 60%. So, a major increase, of course. And, that explains why you're still seeing a majority of the, altcoins still not retesting yearly highs. And HBAR is also, doing that as well. But I am liking what I'm seeing here. Of course, people don't want the dominance to be this high, but, we got to obviously live with that. That's the reality. This is why, we focus so much on the dominance, but I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. And I am anticipating, we retest some of these levels quite fast. But let me know down below what you guys think. Of course, if you are enjoying these updates, what are you waiting for? Hit that red subscribe button and come join the Crypto ZX army. And with that said, we'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.